Hey guys, Craig Atkins here and welcome to another weekend outdoors. Today we're on the lake doing a little spider rigging. A great technique for catching panfish anytime they're deep and schooled up. Today I'm going to show you the equipment, the technique, and the bait I'm using to catch some really deep bluegills. Watch this. No, missed. There, we got him. There, we got him. Put it right back. Ooh, whatever that is, that's pretty nice. That is pretty nice. Ooh, it's a nice bluegill. Nice bluegill. I missed him the first time. There we go. He's down there in 20 feet of water. That's a nice bluegill. That's a really nice keeper. I missed him the first time, dropped it right back down there, and got him the second time. Alright, nice thing about these gulp minnows, I got him on white jig and a piece of 1-inch gulp minnow. That's what I got him on. And the nice thing about them is you don't have to rebait. You can use them over and over again. They last a long time. And yeah, there we go. We are on the board. I've missed 3 or 4 of them so far, and they're not hammering it. There, he hammered it. Oh, just dropped it right back down there and got another one. Oh, it's another nice one. I'm in 21 feet of water. I'm marking fish right here. It's another good bluegill. And this one is on top one that time. And that's black, and that one's on a black jig with a piece of gulp minnow, and that's just from on the body. There's a nice keeper right there. All right. They are down there 20 feet deep, and I just drifted up in too shallow water. I know that. Seems like when you get right up to some structure close to a point or drop off or something like that, you get bit. Just kind of bumping it and coming back off of it, you know, getting real close to the structure, be it a hump or a point or something like that. You come up and get close to it, boom, you get bit, you back off of it, land your fish, come up on it again. That seems to work real well. Now I'm marking some fish there at 20 feet. Oh, there's quite a few fish right here at 20 feet. Sometimes I like to rock the boat or just lift the rods when I see a lot of fish, try to get their attention. Oh man, they are a bunch of fish right here. Bunch of fish, all down here at 20 feet. Oh, there he is. See what I mean? You mark them on the depth finder. As soon as you see a school like that, you got to pay attention, because that bluegill had that jig and I didn't, and I'm sitting here messing around with my depth finder. Another nice keeper. And that was on a green jig with a piece of the body. Just a small piece. That's not even a 1/2 inch of, you probably can't even see that piece of gulp minnow on there. It's just about a 1/2 inch of the body on there, and that's it. The other half is on the other jig. And so I'm just using 1-inch gulp minnows. Nice keeper. I'm going to take a second here and take a look at my rig before we start fishing again. What I've got here is pretty simple. I've got a little snap here on the bottom of my line, and I've got a 3/8 ounce bell sinker on it. About a foot up from there, I've got a little Popeye jig that I got at Walmart, 2 for $2, with a piece of 1-inch gulp minnow on it. This is the back half of that gulp minnow. The other half is on this jig. So a foot above this jig is my second jig. This is a black one, and I've got the body on that jig of that gulp minnow. So that's pretty simple. And the reason I like doing this is a typical drop shot rig, and the reason I like fishing spider rigging with a drop shot rig, the typical drop shot rig, spider rig, you'd have the sinker in the middle. And what I don't like about that is the fish can come up and grab this bait and take your bait off of it, spit it out, and you'd never know he was there. Whereas when you have your sinker here on the bottom, if he touches this one or this one, you're going to see the bounce on your rod, and there's no way he can steal your bait. So that's the reason I do it this way. It's very, very effective. And then if I do want to, find a bunch of fish on the bottom, and I do want to bottom fish them, I can do that as well. So I can just drop her right down on the bottom and start working them. All right, so let me back up here in some deeper water. I'm in 21 feet of water right now. Here's one. Working a lot of fish down here. I'm getting kind of shallow. I don't think he's very big. What's a nice one? Yeah, it's a keeper. Haven't caught anything but keepers today. That's a good thing. There we go. The rods that I'm using today are Shakespeare Crappie Hunter rods, and these are 9-footers. I like 9s. They make them at different lengths, but I like these 9-footers a lot. I've got 6-pound test Berkeley Trilene XL low vis line on here, the green line, the moss green, and that helps. That makes the line invisible in the water, especially this water is very clear that I'm fishing today. Makes it very, very invisible in clear water. And I've got a little line stop here, a little bobber stop, and I'm using that as a depth indicator. So I set my line at the depth I want my jigs to be, and I set my line so that bobber stop is right on the surface of the water. So I know that my bait is right in front of the fish all the time. And it's a simple rig. You don't have to use these crappie rods, but it sure makes it a lot more fun when you're out here in deep water using these long noodle rods. One thing I do want to show you is how loose that I have these drags. So if I do happen to get a big fish, he can pull drag, and I stand a chance of putting him in a boat. There's walleyes, there's largemouth, there's big catfish in this lake, and if I hook one, I want to be able to land him. I don't want him to snap me off. So that's all there is to it. You can do this with any rod and reel, but I would recommend a lot of guys spider rig with 2 or 4 pound test line. I like 6, just because I want to land whatever I hook. And that's just about it. But you can use any rod and reel you want. I would use lighter line, and it's pretty much that simple. There's a couple fish there. I'm doing 0.3 miles an hour right now. And this is something you can do in any lake. You can do it anytime the fish are deep. Usually I like to fish for them when they're deeper. There's one at 15 feet or deeper. Makes it kind of fun. Oh, I think this is another nice one. Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Here, girl. It's another one on the black jig and a piece of the gulp body. See that right there? That's just a chunk of that gulp minnow right there that I just have on the hook. Here's a nice bluegill. Oh man, I'm in 24 feet of water and there are some fish down there. Some good marks.